Welcome, my name is Dr. Eric Landrum from the Department of Psychology at Boise State University. This is a brief Jing video about preparing an internet citation using APA referencing format. Let's get right to it. So here at the top of this graphic is, actually I can expand this a bit, is the reference section. It would be at the top of a page. 1-inch margins, the word references would be centered but not bold-faced. And you would prepare everything in double-spaced following APA format. Now, to cite a general citation from an APA format, an internet citation is a little bit tricky, and so I kind of want to walk you through how would you figure that out. And so I've got a sample here of a website that I want to show you. So let's say that you had gone to this website and you're interested in psychology graduate applications, and you wanted to cite this website. Well, one of the tricky things about internet citations is figuring out who the author is, and also when it was published to the internet, because the year you're going to cite is not the year or the date that you looked at it, but the year it was posted to the internet. Now, this site that I've chosen on purpose is pretty good because at the bottom it's actually got the author listed, which is Kurt Burgess, and it's got the year of a copyright of when it was published to the internet, and so that's going to be really useful information to find. So let's click back over to my document, and I'm going to go ahead and start typing that in. I'm going to follow the same rules as that you would follow in any internet citation or any APA citation. Last names only, first initials. I'm going to have the year followed in parentheses followed by a period. Now I need the title, and this is tricky sometimes for students because how do you find the title of a web page? And I suppose you could just kind of guess on it, but here is a really good suggestion for you. I've got a different scan available to you, and here's what I recommend. If you're going to cite this page in your APA formatted paper, the title of this page is actually embedded here at the top of the scan that you can see. And so when it comes up with your Internet Explorer or Firefox or whatever you're using, so the title of this page is Psychology Graduate Applicants Portal. That's why I recommend that the title of whatever you're going to cite from the internet, grab from that header in your browser. All right, so Psychology Graduate Applicants Portal. So it's going to be Psychology Graduate Applicants Portal, and that's going to be the title of what you're citing, and then the format is going to be retrieved from, whoops, that would be helpful if I spelled it correctly, retrieved from, and now I want to give the actual URL, and I can go back to my scan and see it's right up here in the HTTP, the URL psychgrad.org, and so I want to type that verbatim, retrieved from HTTP, okay, www.psychgrad.org. Now, typically you do want to have punctuation here, but you don't want to do that for an internet citation because that would throw off the URL. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter. Now it automatically adds the hyperlink, and that is not APA format. APA format doesn't have a blue font and it doesn't use underlining in references. So I'm going to just hover over that. I'm going to remove the hyperlink as I'm showing you here. All right, I do need to do a couple more things. I have the normal hanging indent like you would for every for every citation APA format. That's highlight the reference, hit Control T as in Tom. And then usually in almost every reference citation, there's going to be something italicized, and that's going to be the title here. All right, so let's review really quickly. And so you want to be able to find the author of the web page. That's important. It might not be a person. Sometimes it might be a corporate author, but there needs to be an author to the page. If you don't know who wrote it, then you want to be careful about why would you cite it in a paper for a psychology class. The year it was published, and that's sometimes hard to find as well, the title of the page in italics, and then the retrieval information. Notice I've removed the hyperlink and there's no period at the end here because the URL does not end in a period. Now, one other quick tip I want to show you. Sometimes you can't tell when something has been posted, and so you would use ND for no date with periods after this, lowercase n, lowercase d. But we have that here for this reference, so we don't need to do that. It was posted in the year, it was posted in 2000. Well, in terms of internet citations, that's it for me.